Let's go over some of the best and not so great things about living in Abington, Pennsylvania, so you know if this town is one that you should consider when making the move to the Philadelphia suburb area. Hi there, I'm Corey Benhart, your Philadelphia metro area realtor. I specialize in helping people just like you make the move to the Philadelphia suburbs to find their perfect home. All of my contact information is below. Let's get started with the first pro of living in Abington, which is one of the main things that makes Abington so desirable is not only its location, but its close proximity to Center City, Philadelphia. Being that close to Philly makes it very convenient for those that need to commute for work, or if you would just like to be that close to the city to enjoy everything that it has to offer. If the city isn't for you, Abington is also very close to some very popular suburbs right outside of the Abington area, with plenty of things to do, such as the Willow Grove Mall in Willow Grove. Ambler has a great downtown walkability feel, and you would only be around 30 minutes from the Elmwood Park Zoo in Norristown. The King of Prussia Mall isn't that far away either, and there are so many more great things to do and great places to visit surrounding Abington. The next pro of Abington is the school district. According to niche.com, Abington School District is rated the 54th best district in the state out of 500 total districts. Niche gives Abington an overall A rating with an A- for academics, along with an A rating for teachers, A- for clubs, A- for sports, A- for diversity, and an A rating for college prep. The overall student to teacher ratio for the entire district is 15:1, which is amazing because the national average student to teacher ratio is 16:1. Abington School District is also rated in the top 1,000 for the best district in the entire country out of over 10,000 total districts. The next and possibly one of the best pros of living in Abington is the housing options and also the overall housing affordability, which isn't something that you hear too often with housing prices continuously on the rise. This pro drastically depends on where you would be moving from, because if you're moving from the middle of nowhere, small town USA, where homes are $100,000 to $200,000, well, then Abington might not be too affordable for you. But if you're moving from just about anywhere else or any major city or one of the states that are experiencing tremendous growth, it's very likely that Abington is pretty affordable compared to where you would be moving from. The average sales price of a home in Abington is $397,837, which includes every type of housing style. So depending on what type of housing style you're looking for, that average price point can drastically change. Some towns within the Philadelphia suburbs mostly only have single family homes or townhomes, but Abington is one of the towns that has just about every type of housing style to choose from, everything from a small condo up to a large single family home. The only housing style that might be a little difficult to find in Abington is a large luxury single family home on a big plot of land. So if that's what you're looking for, I can certainly help you find that in possibly another town in the area. The next very convenient pro of living in Abington is the public transportation. Starting with the Roslyn and Rydal train stations, which are only a couple of minutes away from the center of Abington. You could take these trains not only throughout the suburbs to get to other suburban towns, but also you can take these to get right into Center City, Philadelphia. So whether you need to commute or if you just like to go into the city, these are very convenient options. Besides the train, Abington also has the very convenient SEPTA bus routes all throughout the suburbs and also into the city as well. So I wouldn't consider Abington as a town where you could live without a car. I guess it could be possible, but it might be pretty difficult. But instead, the public transportation in Abington more so just makes things more convenient instead of having to rely on your car all day, every day. So before we go over the shocking cons of living in Abington, let's go over the last pro, which is all of the incredible things to do in and around Abington. If you're okay with traveling outside of the Abington town limits, you can go into the city to enjoy just about every type of restaurant, bar, concert, sporting event, museum, and so much more. If you would prefer to stay outside of the city in not only Abington, but also the surrounding suburbs, you still have plenty of options on things to do. There are tons of surrounding towns with downtown walkable areas such as Ambler, Bluebell, Jenkintown, Lansdale, etc. You can also take advantage of not only the Willow Grove Mall, but also the King of Prussia Mall, which is actually the third largest mall in the country with just about 450 stores and close to 3 million square feet of shopping, restaurants, etc. Even if you don't end up moving to the Abington area, I would still recommend to visit the King of Prussia Mall because it is truly amazing to see truly just how big this mall is in person. If you're an outdoorsy person, Abington also has tons of great outdoor activities and parks all throughout the town as well. Now let's get into the cons of living in Abington, and this last one will definitely shock you. The first con of living in Abington is the overall congestion. Abington, unfortunately, is not the town where there's tons of farms, wide open spaces, and homes with huge plots of land. Parts of Abington can be very tight and congested with cars and also homes and neighborhoods where the houses are very close to each other. If you're looking for a town with that spread out, wide open land with homes where there are tons of space between you and your neighbor, Abington might not be the best town for you, but I can certainly help you find that perfect town. Another con is the lack of walkability. Of course, there are sidewalks and walking trails all throughout the town and also the neighborhoods as well. But when it comes to downtown walkability to shopping and dining and all of that, similar to some of the other towns that we've talked about on this channel, well, Abington just doesn't really have that downtown walkable environment. But there are certainly towns right around Abington that have that. So if that's what you're looking for, and as long as you're okay with having to drive to those areas instead of living in the town and being able to just walk into downtown, as long as you're okay with a short drive, Abington still might be great for you. This con might shock you because although Abington is a great popular town with some tremendous growth, Abington doesn't really have any sort of new construction home availability whatsoever. If you're looking for a town that has new construction houses and neighborhoods being developed all over the place with tons of great housing growth, Abington might not be great for you. Truthfully, it's pretty difficult to find a new construction home in Abington, let alone an entire neighborhood. They just don't really exist. They could certainly in the future, and that's just at the time of recording this video. So hopefully we'll see some new construction home growth in Abington. But if that's what you're looking for, reach out to me and I can help you find your perfect home, whether that's new construction or not, anywhere within the Philadelphia metro area. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you over on this next video.